You know, Rusty, and we say it every year, and he's successful every year, the way they hunt is flawless. He knows he's deer, he knows he's woods, but he does way more scouting with the covert trail camera than he actually does hunting.
Yeah, I'd say he probably uses them as much as us or more than anybody on the team to figure out what boxwoods or what woods, because they don't have a lot of big woods down there, where these deer are.
It's October 21st here in Kentucky. It's the first chance me and Adams had to get back out since Sunday. We had a nice close encounter with one of the bucks we've been after. Had a little bit of a mishap. I misjudged the yardage. Shot right under him with my muzzleloader. My muzzleloader was drilling tags. I didn't aim right. We were at the far end of this field, and he came out right straight across from us. So I came in here yesterday, got this new set hung. This is our first time here. We're hoping good luck strikes. Y'all hang with us. We're gonna let the old Matthews eat this afternoon. It's open season here in Kentucky.
This year was no exception because he was after one particular buck, and that was the only buck he was going to kill. And he actually named it Fuzzy, and later on we're going to find out exactly why Fuzzy Wuzzy. You know, they, just like when he killed his great big buck several years ago, they were on this buck and they seen him several times. And they had encounters with a bow, with a muzzleloader, but they just couldn't get it done.
I know, it was cool seeing him in that back pasture where he walked across out in front of him. I was like, gosh, I can't believe it just kept kind of missing him. He was going here and going there, and he just out of range a few times.
You know, they'd been seeing that buck all through their early muzzleloader season, and then he just disappeared on them. So Rusty, he hunts up in Indiana with us, so he decided he was going to roll up and try to kill one here. And, he hunted here a few days and had several good encounters, but just couldn't get it done. But he was going to run home and film his wife on a gun hunt.
Now, folks, we're out here. It's opening day of gun season here in Kentucky. Adam's out doing some scouting, getting things ready for tomorrow. I've got my wife with me this afternoon. We're hunting one of our favorite spots where we've been seeing a deer we call Fuzzy Wuzzy. He's still in full velvet. We've had several close encounters with him. Just hadn't been able to seal the deal. I'm behind the camera this afternoon, so y'all hang with us. It's open season here in Kentucky.
Rusty and his wife, until they had the two boys, they hunted together all the time. But, he was excited to get her out opening day of gun season, so they took the CVA out, sighted in the Apex, and she was ready to roll. Rusty had a buck that he knew was mature, 6 or 7 years old, and had a messed up right side. He'd been running with his deer that he calls Fuzzy, and he was hoping to get Jess on it because Fuzzy had disappeared, and he was just hoping that his buck didn't show back up.
Meh.
You gotta do one when you know. I've had the camera rolling the whole time.
I'm done.
That one side's messed up, ain't it? Wonder what he done to it. I got a ton of pictures of him. He's the one that always ran with that velvet deer.
So after the gun season went out, Rusty immediately is back to the covert cameras. He's looking for a deer that he wants to get on in late archery season, and Fuzzy shows back up.
Yeah, and it's December, and he's still Fuzzy.
After gun season, so we're back in here this afternoon. We're on the natural pinch point. Got a big bluff over here, big pasture out here, and it tends to funnel these deer through this narrow woods. Going across to the crop fields across the road. Got a big bedding area right back here behind us. We didn't even have a chance to get set up. I already had 2 deer come through. We're hoping it's gonna be one action-packed afternoon. It's open season here in Kentucky.
on, dude.
Just hold still. Stay on me.
Come on. He's down.
Can you go down?
He's down. He's down right there.
What's he doing?
He fell out. He got up.
Where is he?
He just fell out.
This was cute, bro. Is he done?
I think so. Hey,
That dog come right downwind of us, dude.
I about fell out the tree.
Dude, if I didn't shoot when I shot, he was gone.
He smoked us.
She did. As she was stomping.
You know, a good tip for people is exactly what Rusty does. He runs trail cameras, and once he finds a buck, he slips in there in the afternoon, hangs a tree stand, and as soon as they get the right wind, they start hunting him.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, I did that one time when I was a kid. I had a buck come out one day. I went in there and hunted him the next, and here he come.
Nothing. Check him out, dude. Oh, Fuzzy Wuzzy. Oh, Fuzzy Wuzzy.
You know, when I said it's a buck of a lifetime, I meant it. You know, here it is December, the buck's still in velvet, and the buck actually had castrated himself and kept growing all through the season. I mean, that's a rare thing. That's not gonna happen. You know, he may never get that chance ever again.
You know, and that's a point about it kept growing because Rusty's really good at judging deer. And in the summer, he thought he was going to be a 130-some inch deer. And by the time December got there, he was in the 160s.
That's crazy.
18 points. Well, we got to go get the truck, get him tagged up. Adam's got to get on the road trip for work, so it's open season here in Kentucky on big whitetails.